Welcome to another episode of Boss Talk with Rick. It's presented by Inspired by IBTE Network. We have a guest here. It's pretty unique way of he does things with his clothes, with his business. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, state your name and your business.
Hey man, my name is Juan Rebuffo. I am a rug/rug jacket designer. I am from New York, New Jersey, and I primarily basically hand make rugs and then put them onto garments like jackets, pants, etc.
What did you? What sparked the idea of doing it with the rug material?
So a lot of my work over the last few years has been like I'm really interested in making unconventional things like wearable. So I've made backpacks out of stuffed animals. I've made rings out of action figures. And so like there's something that I love about interior design and like the interior of like homes and like home designing, and rugs are like something super dope. So I was like, I love rugs, but like, how do I make that something that we can wear, you know? Because like you buy a rug and it looks fire, but it's in your house. That's it. And especially now during quarantine, I mean, everybody's got to stay inside, you know? So it's like you have really nice rug setup, right? But like, how do you get to enjoy that, right? So for me, it was like, I love these rugs, but I want to enjoy it outside of my home. So I started trying to figure out ways of translating that into something that I could take outside.
How did you how or where did you learn how to work with the rugs, how to create the designs and stuff like that?
So the internet, you know, is like it's an infinite space for knowledge and wealth. So I was interested in rug making, and I had stumbled upon someone on YouTube who was making it. And you know when you go on YouTube and you're just delving into a deep hole of things. And so I found someone who was making rugs, and I was like, this is sick. And then I was like, how do I do this? And researching for a couple of weeks, I was like, all right, I need this, and that. And after, I started with a normal, the first method, which is like tufting it with like a needle, which takes forever. And I moved on to other methods as well. And, I tried figuring out what I liked the most. And then I set up my space and I just started doing that and just practicing and practicing for the last, like, I want to say 5, 6 months at this point.
Oh, so it's only been 5 to 6 months into it?
Yeah. It's been probably 6 months now, I want to say. I started back June, July of last year. So I'd been making clothing for a few years now, but I was always trying to find something that felt super unique to me. So again, I was always trying to figure out different ways of doing things. But for me, the whole rug thing, it was very new. It was very, very new.
It's definitely unique. When I heard you talking about it on Clubhouse, I'm like, yeah, I have to interview this guy, like, because I have a clothing
Thank
line
you.
myself, and like I never thought that far, and like
Mm.
and I consider myself like a big thinker, so like I try to think outside the box, and that never crossed my mind. And I love rugs. Like I have nice rugs in my house,
Mhm.
and when I heard you say you put rugs on clothes, I'm like, yo, this dude gotta be dope. You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
how has the feedback? Was it have you had good feedback or like people not really messing with it?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I think like I said, I've been designing for years now, and I've been just like interested in fashion and whatnot. But it was always a process for me to figure out what I wanted to do, and like also just like playing around with things, right? And so when I started making rugs, people were like, "Oh, that's sick," right? They were like, "Okay, that's cool." But then when they realized what was happening, like it's not an embroidery patch, it's not painting, it's literally I'm getting this rug and I'm putting it onto a piece for you to wear outside, And they were like, once people started really zooming into the pictures and stuff, and it started clicking in their head because rug jacket sounds weird, right? Like
Definitely.
it's a weird concept, and it's definitely unconventional. And so at first we were like, yo, what is this? What is this? And people would look at it from afar and be like, okay, like these logos are dope. And they would zoom in and be like, oh, that's an actual rug that this person has on their jacket. And so the reception has been really good. I think for the first time, I feel like I've found my niche in terms of what I want to do. And it's like a wonderful feeling of people just being like, yo, that's sick. Like, let me see what I can do. And it's great because I'm not just stuck doing one thing. Like I've been super, super blessed to work with companies who want like, jackets for, to show off at meetings and stuff, like have their logo big and bold on the back of their jacket. And then I have people who are like obsessed with the brand, but that brand just doesn't have that piece that they want, or it's inaccessible. So I kind of help them bridge that gap, so they can love what they want to wear, but also make it unique.
I since I heard you on Clubhouse, I've been telling everybody about like, because it's just really mind blowing. Like you put rugs on clothes, you know.
Exactly.
My friends was like the other co-founders of our network was like, "Oh man, you tripping? He don't put no rugs. It's probably embroidery."
Uh-huh.
And when I showed him the picture, like Lawrence, he was like, "Oh no, I need that. Like I need that." You know,
Yeah, exactly. No, I appreciate that so much, man. I love it when people share my work, and just like that's the feeling that I like, when people are like, no, that's embroidery, like that's got to be something else. And I'm like, no, dude, like it's an actual rug that I'm putting onto this stuff, small or large. It's literally that process.
and it's fire, man. It's you definitely found your niche, um, and nobody gonna stop you. You know, like I truly want to tell you that, like nobody. And if somebody, let's say somebody do want to get into your field and like rug making, would you
Mhm.
be open to like helping them? Would you be open to give them advice that nobody gave you?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm of the school of thought that like we got to pass on the information to the next person. I actually work with a lot of like the youth in my area. So I'm from New Jersey, northern New Jersey. So um, I'm in New York City a lot often too, and like I'm all about working with the youth. I've helped manage a lot of like young musicians that are coming up around here. I've engineered for them. I've produced beats for them, because I'm all over the place with my art. Like trying to just do everything. And so people always reach out to me. They're like, yo, like, how do I get into fashion? How do I get into music? How do I get into this? And I'm like, listen, like, I wish that at 16, 17, I had somebody to tell me that, but I didn't. So it took me a little longer to figure out all that information. But the people that are reaching out to me now, I'm like, I can be that person for you if you want. Because at the end of the day, right? Like, if you want to get that bag, if you want to be that star, you're going to find it whether I tell you or not, right? Like if you're really about that hustle mentality and that hustle mindset, and you really love your art, if I shut my door to you, like if I shut my door to you, you're just going to find another one to open. And who am I to like gatekeep that? You know what I mean? So I've had people hit me up and like, yo, like how do you get into rug making? I'm like, check out this video. This is the one that got me started. This is where you can buy stuff, and that's it. And if they need advice or anything, I'm always there for it. And my craft is my craft. Like, I can have people making rugs, but what I do is just for me. It's just what I do.
Definitely. We like I know a lot of people who have clothing lines, clothing brands, and when I started mine, I asked for help. And I'm
Mhm.
not one to really ask for help, but I know I didn't know. Like I know I didn't have the right information to create a fashion line.
Mhm.
And I asked for help and nobody was helping me. Nobody gave me the advice of um to to go into a warehouse, a wholesale warehouse, you need an EIN sometimes.
Yeah.
And I went to New York, I walked into a building and they kicked me out because I didn't have an EIN. They was like, "Where your paperwork at?" And me not knowing, now it looked like a joke to those people,
Right.
because well, I'm a kid to you, and that's why we created this platform to share our information. Whoever have information, we bring them on the platform just so the next generation shouldn't go through the obstacles we went through. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
and I feel like that's success in itself. Um, I believe so. The more people you help, the more successful people is going to be out there. Neighborhoods going to start getting better, and that's why we really wanted you there on here
Hey,
because
I appreciate
we're
it.
like, yo, he has to share this information. Um,
Yeah, man. I mean, this industry is just like, this is how Clubhouse kind of like is breaking that barrier little by little, right? It's like, especially the creative industry has always been full of gatekeeping. Like a lot of people on Clubhouse talk about it, how like, you'll walk into a place and if you don't know a single thing, they're just going to kick you right out and then that's it. I mean, for a long time, I also felt super confused as like, how do I go in? Even, you walk into like luxury retail stores and they, if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't look like the type, they don't care. They won't help you. So I'm all about that. I think on Clubhouse, I've been lucky enough to meet people like you who have kind of given me an opportunity to connect, and like that's what all this is about, right? Like breaking those barriers and teaching the people like around us to kind of learn. We're all learning constantly. I'm learning every day, every single day.
Definitely. Definitely learning every day. With a network, we didn't know what we was getting into. We didn't. We started off with just a single podcast. It's just us five guys just talking
Hmm.
what we went through college, like just memories.
Yeah.
And one day we was just like, why can't we be more? You know, what's
Right.
holding
Why
us
not?
back from being the biggest we could go? You
Hmm.
know, and now we have this platform where we go and talk to upcoming, like my friend Lawrence. Well, he's another co-founder. He goes back to New York to Utica, and interviews everybody coming up. He has a videographer on there, uh, a music label on there, a manager there.
Okay.
Um, so we really just want to extend our hand, even though we're not popular, we're not as big as the next person, but we don't have no immediate shine. You know,
Hmm.
like you man, you out this world. I keep it be honest with you,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
people not gonna shine the little light that they have on you because they selfish. You know,
Right.
like
Right.
I ain't gonna share my shine with him for what? No, we all can shine. The more shine we have, the bigger the light.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. If you could reach one more person, then it's worth it.
and that's what we want to do. Um, and that what Inspired by True Events pride ourselves on. And yeah, man, I like you understand. Like you might have, man. Look, we live right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we might have a position for you over here at like we have merchandise we go have. Listen, like you a top
Hey,
of the
let
list, man.
let me know. Let me
Because
know.
no lie, people like you don't come across a lot that's willing to help, and because you made your own industry. To be honest, like if you think about it,
Hmm.
that's you. Like you own that. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
yeah, and why not blow that up? You know,
Oh, that's my process. I listen, I know, especially being on Clubhouse and like starting to rack up the followers and stuff, there's gonna be people that are gonna come behind me that are gonna start doing the same thing. And that's inevitable, right? Like there's always gonna be the next copycat or whatever. And that's cool. The idea that I can start something new and have people so passionate about it that they can start doing it themselves, to me, is the highest honor, right? Like they say, copycat and all that stuff is the highest form of just paying respect and honor to someone, right? Because you love it so much you want to do it yourself. So to me it's like if I can make that small chunk, that small little sliver of space in the fashion space and then expand it into to other people, then that's the best that I can do.
like when I started my clothing line, it started as Luxury Lifestyle. That's the company name.
Hmm.
And I rebranded into Saint Luxury. But the main thing about my brand is shiny. Like everybody love to be, shining.
Yeah, be in
So
that
I
limelight.
have glitter vinyl
Hmm.
that makes it look like diamonds, like VVS's.
Oh, that's fire.
I'm gonna show you one right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. I love that the logo, the luxury logo that you have, that font's fire, by the way.
Like this. Like this is a velour jacket that I have,
Oh man, I love velour, by the way.
right? And like
That
this,
is
right?
fire.
So now I
So
see,
you literally shining.
yeah, you know, and I want it because I'm from North Philadelphia, Kensington area,
Hmm.
um, and growing up, everybody wanted to shine. Everybody wanted to have that luxurious clothes on, like the high end fashion. And
Of course.
growing up, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do something one day that everybody can have.
Right.
I put it at a price point where everybody could attain it, buy it.
Hmm.
And Now I see other people in Philly using the glitter, you
Yep.
know. So I'm like, I like it, you know. Like
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
where you got it from. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not no hater. I'm not one of those guys who be like, oh, you biting off of me. Like, no, you know, I
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you learned something or you saw something I was doing and made it yours. You know,
Right.
like
Right.
somebody go see your rugs and be like, oh, I could do that, but I could tweak it a little bit so it could be
Right.
mine, and that's all cool. And that's not I don't know if you curse or anything, but that's not dick eating. You know,
No. 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 Not at
I
all.
want
Yeah.
the supporters to know that the whoever's
Yeah.
watching this, you're not a dick eater if you use something that somebody else has and make it your own. That's not, you know, that's inspiration.
Yeah.
Um, and don't let
Listen,
nobody say different.
we're all scaling. We're all scaling. You know, like the next person could come along and look at my stuff and be like, "That's dope. Let me make it a little different and fix this part." And then all of a sudden, I could take a look at it and fix my own shit. You know what I mean? It's like like I said, constantly learning. So the next person who does rug jackets might find a more efficient way, and that could benefit my business too. So like we're literally our energies are bouncing off of each other constantly.
Definitely. And I believe more entrepreneurs should speak more to each other.
Hmm.
Like how we having this dialogue. Um, let's say somebody else that wants to create a platform how Inspired by True Events Network created, come speak to us. We open to giving game, to give advice, um, because there's so much money out here that people can't, like, I can't even fathom how much money we could possibly get,
Right.
you know, um,
Yeah.
because as of right now, we touch in the food industry. I had my own fashion vlog on our network, but we cut it off because I got too busy with the network and stuff.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Boss Talk is for um, entrepreneurs to share information. What inspires you is just upcoming entrepreneurs, upcoming people. Like just if you upcoming, you have an idea, go to
Hmm.
what inspires you. Um, we have Air Fresh Customs where you go, you could order some fresh sneakers. You know,
Yeah.
like if you get a rug from you, if they get a rug from you, and they don't have no sneakers to match, hit up Fresh at Air Fresh Customs. You can get your sneakers custom or whatever you want on them, just like you get whatever rug you want, whatever
Exactly.
design. Um, because I feel like exclusively people like to go that route because
Hmm.
they know, oh, this one of one, nobody can wear it,
Yo, the custom game is hot right now.
and people
It's
don't
hot.
understand. Like it's super hot, and if you get in it, yo, stay in it. Oh, your life, complaining about what's going on, I advise you go to YouTube, look something up that you can learn and profit off of.
Yeah.
You could profit off of just information.
Hmm.
People profiting off information now. They having these classes where you pay $60, $70 to actually learn something you can YouTube. You
Right.
know?
Right.
Um,
Yeah, everything at today is profitable, you know, in some way. There are people like I learned about this like 1 or 2 months ago. A photographer friend of mine had told me that he knew people who were making a lot of money by just because they were photographers too, and they photograph everything. They'll go out, they'll photograph a stop sign, they'll photograph a street light, a street here, an animal there, and they upload all their content onto stock photo websites. And even if it's $1 a photo that people are paying, at the end of the month, you have an extra 1, 2, 3K, right? From just shooting random photos that you just had in your memory card that you weren't going to use anyways.
and people don't understand that. People
Hmm.
don't understand. What would repeat that website again for the people?
Oh, just search up stock photos, right? Like think about when people are doing articles and stuff, right? Like news articles or whatever. And a lot of these businesses, a lot of even news reports and stuff, they don't go out and shoot their actual content. They just go out, they just download it off of a website, a stock photo website, where they have the rights to use it, and that's it. Go to these stock websites, make an account. If you're a photographer and you have a bunch of pictures that are just not being used, create an account, to start selling your stock photos, because it doesn't matter if you're getting $1 per photo. If you have 100 people that bought it for $1, you have an extra $100. Why not, right?
And
And they're
people
all photos that you just have on your camera, you know?
and people like you just taught me something because we have cameras like for the network. We have a
Mhm.
production. We growing a production team, so
Okay.
we have 2 cameras at the moment, and we have no lie. We have so many pictures that
Yeah,
not
man.
of us, of just like because we went to a cabin, so we have wildlife, everything, you know.
All that. All that.
And
Sell it.
you really put us on to something, and I hope whoever's watching this take heed to what he's saying, because I know there's a lot of photographers out there, and you guys just got pictures of trees and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
go sell your work, man, and get your money right, get your
And
LLC right. But on behalf of Inspired by True Events, man, I want to say thank you for giving us the privilege to interview you, to showcase everything you have going on. Um, we will come back to you in a year to see where you at
hey,
after this.
thank you.
So mark your calendar.
Absolutely.
We connected for life now. I'm telling you
Hmm.
that for sure. If you need anything from us, just send us an email, send us a DM,
Hey, thank you, man.
and we here for you, man. Thank you so much.
This opportunity means the world to me. So I can't thank you, like, on behalf of me, to all of you, to the whole team. Thank you so much. And we're staying connected. Absolutely.